question. Who here use emojis when they text? Anybody? I do too. I think we all do. Listen, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and the same goes for emojis. So today we're gonna use emojis to make a few of my favorite words and phrases. So if you've been watching the show, you should be able to catch up with this, okay? And keep up, but I know y'all gonna do well. It is time for Emojins. Get it? Emojins are emoji versions of my Jenniferisms. Y'all are gonna try to guess what they mean. All right, here's the first one. Any guesses? Ooh, y'all got real quiet. Okay, I'll give you a hint. This is my nickname for my son, DOJ, and all of the boys. So it's Lil David and about 7 other boys. And I have a nickname for them that I call them. Huh? Somebody says, wait, I heard a little something. Camp David, there you go. Good job. It's Camp David. See, the 10 is for camp, the sun is for day, and the video camera is for vid. Camp David, you see it now? I hear y'all all like, oh, y'all ain't see nothing. This side, did you see anything? Okay, I'll give you another try. Okay, let's do another emoji. Anybody know what this means? Ring the alarm. That's not a, okay. Another dream girl, but close. What y'all got? Huh? A call girl? She said a call girl. Girl, this is the happy place. No? Anybody else? Okay. Think about what sound a siren makes. Okay, we halfway there. Wait. Woo Chow! You got it! Okay, Woo Chow. Good job. Woo Chow, you got that one. Like, woo Chow. Oh, get it? Okay. Y'all doing all right. Okay. I love this game. Okay, let's see another emoji. Anyone know the answer to this? I love you, but I'm married. Well, I ain't married. Hold on. Okay, I think I heard the answer. Wait, what was that? I love you, I do. You better know it. Well, first, it's a song I sang in Dreamgirls called I Love You, I Do. And then I use it in the sentence, okay? Hey, audience, woo cha, I love you, I do. Yes, I do. Good job. Y'all did an excellent job. Now this side, next time, y'all got to do a little better, all right? Okay, I'm gonna give you some encouragement, but y'all did a wonderful job. Thank y'all. I love having those moments with y'all. All right, I also love my first guest. Y'all mind if we get this show started? Okay, I'm gonna take my seat. Let me sit down, mother. Woo, baby. Listen, I am so excited to welcome my first guest. He brings all the laughs, and right now you can see him in the hit series Lutz. Take a look.
Do you need something, Howard?
Oh, I just wanted to apologize about the other day. See, I feel terrible about it, and I'm really hoping we can both just shake it off.
Okay, sure.
Good. Because I don't want there to be any bad blood between us, baby.
Oh my goodness. Give it up for the one and only Ron Funches. Thank you for being here.
You got good vibes in here.
You like the vibes?
Yeah, you got a great audience.
Ain't they amazing?
Yeah. There's a guy with like a broken leg who still keeps standing up. That's a well-trained audience.
Oh my goodness. it's full of love. We have a good time, don't we, y'all? That's family out there, and we're happy to have you back because we have some good guests, too, and you one of them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. You been good?
I've been doing very well. Thank you for asking.
That is amazing. I love that for you. Now, okay, see, I got a 14-year-old son. I hear you have a 2-year-old and a 21-year-old. How are you handling that? Because that's a huge gap.
Oh, I heard your murmur of judgment.
Oh.
And I agree. It was a choice. But I like it. My life has changed so much. You know, I had my first son when I was just 20 years old.
Aww.
Still hadn't gotten going in comedy and stuff. And this last weekend got to celebrate both their birthdays. Had a Spider-Man party for my 2-year-old. And then I took my 21-year-old to a strip club in New Orleans.
Oh my goodness. What was that like?
I could not be prouder of him. If you want to judge what your parenting has done, take your kid to a strip club. He was such a gentleman. He was so kind, so sweet. Every time strippers would walk around, even if he'd seen him before, they would come by and he'd go, "Hi, my name is Malcolm. What is your name?"
And you was a proud dad, huh?
I was proud. I had a guy come up to me. He was like, "Man, I hope one day I could be as good of a dad."
That is so funny. And then speaking of kids and fathers, Father's Day is coming up. Mm-hmm. Do you have any plans for that?
Oh, I love Father's Day. My plan on Father's Day, because my boys changed my life. If I didn't have my son when I was younger, I don't think I would have became a comedian. I wouldn't have had the drive to do the things I wanted to do. So now, every Father's Day, I just try to spend the day with them. We'll go to the zoo. We'll do something fun. We'll go to the movies, which is like they watch each other and I sleep, and that's great.
At the movies?
Yes.
Ain't that the perfect place
I
to go?
love it. I feel like they could sell more tickets if they just called it snacking and sleeping.
You know what? I love that.
Yeah. Just give me popcorn and an eye mask and be like, "Wake me up in 2 hours."
And they don't know the difference because they're being entertained. Now, speaking of your oldest son, he has autism, and you designed a shoe to help people with special needs. Can you tell us more about that?
My son was diagnosed when he was 2 years old, and it was a big change in my life and the way I went about my life. It has brought so many wonderful things to me now, and one of those is I have a partnership with Puma and Foot Locker where I get to design sneakers. And
that's awesome.
Thank you. And there've been some other partnerships where I've designed cool-looking sneakers, but you know, I'm having a son with autism. I wanted to design some that had accessibility in mind, and you didn't have to tie them if you don't need it. My son doesn't like to tie his shoes. I don't like to tie my shoes.
I don't either.
So you don't have to tie these ones.
Okay, I'm down for that, baby. That's for sure. Send me a pair, okay?
Absolutely, we got you.
That. Now, you're a designer, you advocate, you're an actor, you're currently doing a comedy tour. Like, how do you have time for everything? How do you balance it all?
I don't. I'm very tired all the time.
I understand that too.
I'm just tired. I sleep. I nap a lot on a plane or a car. Wherever I can nap, I'm napping, basically. And then other than that, I just try to be grateful because all the things that seem like obstacles or things like burdens are the things that I was praying for and begging for when I was in my 20s.
I say the same thing. You better speak. I gotta ask you this, who are some of your favorite comedians?
Oh, absolutely. My biggest influences, this might be a little different from most, but Lucille Ball was my biggest comedian.
Nice. I think we all love Lucille Ball, yeah.
Yeah, just growing up in the south side of Chicago, which always wasn't the, the easiest place.
Oh my goodness, I understand that.
So having that show made everything seem simpler and easier, and I learned the rhythm of comedy from watching that, and then learning how much of a boss that Lucille was, and it always been a big influence on me.
That is awesome, and you're awesome. Listen, because you do so many things, which is your favorite? Like acting, doing comedy? If you had to pick, because I get asked this question a lot, so I'm going to ask you that.
It changes. Right now, my favorite thing is doing jujitsu, though. I've been taking jiu-jitsu for about 16 months. After I got separated and was going through the divorce, and I was like, I gotta choke someone in a safe setting.
Oh my goodness, in a safe setting.
Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble. I'm not trying to do nothing bad.
but get it all out right
Yeah.
there. You are hilarious. Will you stick around for a little bit?
Absolutely.
We'll be right back. We're back with Ron Funches, who is hilarious. Let's talk about your show, Loot, season 2.
Yes.
It's hilarious and you're amazing. It's on Apple TV Plus. Y'all make sure you check it out. Can you tell us more about the show?
Yeah, absolutely. It stars Maya Rudolph, who is a complete and utter legend that I get to work with. And she plays a billionaire divorcee, and unlike most billionaires, she actually wants to do something positive with her money and decides to give it away. And the show kind of goes through the struggles of that and her, and it's like a romantic workplace comedy as well. And it's one of the best shows. The music is great, the artistry is beautiful. You gotta watch it.
Yes, the cast is amazing. The concept is awesome. I love the show. It's so good. I gotta ask you, because how you thinking, like, what would you do if you had $1 billion? What would you do, Ron?
Oh, if I had $1 billion, I'd buy my own island where the laws do not apply to me. I'd probably buy a bunch of animals that you're not supposed to own and make them my butlers, most likely.
Make them the butlers?
Yeah.
I love this. Okay. And then this season, you have an episode that's dedicated to Taylor Swift. Now, where do you rate on the scale of a Swiftie? Like, from what?
I'd say when I started, probably about a 3 or 4. I knew of her. She was in the ether. And then the more you learn about her, you're like, oh, this lady can write a song that makes you going through some heartbreak or you want revenge. She got you. She's a great person, good human being. I was working and met her boyfriend. He seems nice too. They seem like a good couple.
They do.
Yeah.
He said her boyfriend. Oh my goodness.
I don't like to give him a name. To me, he's just her boyfriend.
Oh, okay. I caught it. I said, wait, her boyfriend.
So many people, women get judged by their men all the time. Let's do the reverse. That is just Taylor Swift's boyfriend who plays football on occasion.
You better sip from the... Did y'all catch that? Oh, right. You said flip it. That is right. Speaking of flipping, you also get to wrestle. Well, tell me about that.
Yeah. On this new season of Loot, we have this whole arc about me starting to own wrestling league and having a wrestling match, and it came from actually a couple years ago. I trained to become a pro wrestler.
You did?
I did. Yeah, I put people through tables and chairs.
Oh my God. Hey, so you always love wrestling?
I loved it since I was 5 years old. Chicago is a big wrestling city, and I go to the Rosemont Horizon when I was a kid, watching Hulk Hogan and Earthquake and Undertaker. And I always either wanted to be a comedian or pro wrestler, and I was like, this comedy thing's good.
This is where you could blend them together and do both.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. You're also an amazing voice actor, and you have a movie coming out next week, Inside Out 2. What do the emotions in your head sound like?
Oh, all the time. Oh, there's just a general thing in my head all the time that just is like, be healthy, it's a new day. You can take charge, work out, be healthy. You gotta be around to see your sons grow up, have grandkids, great grandkids. And then 30 seconds later, it's like, ooh, what's the crumble cookie of the week?
That was excellent. I'm gonna think about the voices in my head and emotions. But until then, thank you so much for being here. Will you come back again and see us?
Anytime you have me.
I love you so much. Oh my God, be sure to catch up on episodes of Loot streaming on Apple TV Plus now. We'll be right back. There are amazing women in our lives, and I want to recognize a few of them on today in our segment, Who Run the World? I want to start off with an amazing woman, Amanda, who was nominated by her mom, Marcia. Take a look.
Hi, Jennifer. I would love to shout out to my amazing daughter, Amanda. She unfortunately lost her only brother in a single car accident when she was 14. But she has chosen to turn her tragedy around by becoming an RN and making a difference in the world by helping others. Amanda has worked incredibly hard with so many struggles and financial burdens to reach her goal and purpose, including going back to school to become a nurse practitioner. Her days are busy, being a full-time charge nurse, full-time student, and an intern. I can't put into words how very proud I am. She has overcome so many challenges to make a difference and make the world a better place. Amanda graduates this May, and I want to celebrate and acknowledge all that she is today. We love you and want to thank God for choosing me to be your mom here on earth.
I'm proud of you and I love you. Congrats.
Congratulations.
Amanda.
We love you.
I love you so much, my princess.
She is a great nurse. Congratulations, Auntie. I love you.
That is so beautiful. That touched my heart. Amanda, how are you feeling?
I'm good. I wasn't expecting that.
Wow, you are incredible, and congratulations on all your hard work.
Thank you.
Marcia, that was such a sweet video. What does your daughter mean to you?
She is my world, and I'm so thankful. I'm thankful that God gave me the opportunity to be her mother. I mean, we all love our kids,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
we all do whatever we can for our kids, but after losing my son, I think it changes our world, and we see life very different, so we appreciate, because we never know when we leave this earth, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I am so proud of her. I just want them all to be okay before I leave this earth. That's why I tell them.
Wow. Thank y'all for sharing that beautiful moment. That was so amazing. Guys, we are not done yet. We've got another nomination. Crystal wrote in about 3 wonderful women, E. Onja, Diane, and the late Sojourner. Let's see the clip.
Hey Jennifer, my name is Crystal Farmer Seagar, and I co-founded an organization called Healing Justice Santa Barbara. Today we are here to honor some amazing women that have impacted our lives in so many ways. And that is Miss Diane Travis Teague and Miss Eandra Brown, and our late and dearly loved Miss Sojourner Kincaid Roll. We just need to let you all know how great these women are and how much they are loved. They have impacted our lives in so many ways. They have loved on us as we love and care for our community, and they have empowered and inspired not only people in their generation, but in the generations to come. Today we honor you, we love you, and we care for you, and we're here to tell you we will always represent you and scream your name to the heavens in every room we're in, and continue to preserve your legacy. Thank you for mothering us. We love you.
That was so beautiful. How are you ladies feeling?
Oh, I'm overwhelmed. You know, these young people have been such an inspiration to us as well as elders in the community. And we just love and appreciate the work that they're doing in the community, way beyond my wildest imaginations, the wonderful things they're doing with not only in the community, but also with children in the community, which is so important because they're our future.
One last question though. What does Sojourner's legacy mean to you all?
Oh my God, she was such an awesome person in the community. She was the first African-American poet laureate, which is quite an honor in Santa Barbara. And she dedicated her life to not only social justice, environmental justice. She was just a mover and a shaker, all of her life. And her legacy, she was a very dear friend to me. I was with her when she passed, and she just wanted these young people to carry on the dream and the vision for our community, and also just who they are and be who they are. And that is, the next generation that will take up the gauntlet to go forward and really benefit our community the way it should be in terms of diversity and equity and inclusion.
Wow. Thank God for her legacy. I'm sorry for your loss. It's so important to have strong women to look up to. Keep on doing what you are doing, ladies. I want to send you all home with a gift card to treat yourselves, and thank y'all for being the blessings that you are and the examples that you have been. Okay, keep doing what you do, ladies. We need you. If you'd like to nominate an amazing woman in your life, go to JenniferHudsonShow.com. Who run the world? Girls, we'll be right back. I was thinking, who's ready for summer? Anybody ready for summer? I know I am. Wait, you hear that? I think it's time for Happy Meal, right? There it is. You see my magic? Did you see that? Wait. Let's take a look at the letter. That was too fun. Okay. Let me get into it. Dear Jennifer, I am a first grade teacher in Houston, Texas, and I wanted to share what made me realize teaching was exactly what God intended me to do. I was given a box of toothbrushes and decided I would offer them to my students. Little did I know they needed these toothbrushes. Some of my students told me they never had a toothbrush before or they were sharing with their siblings. I did not know my students were lacking necessities. I was once one of those kids too. From that day, I made a goal to get to know my students beyond the classroom. Wow. And to be the teacher I needed when I was their age. I hope to inspire kids how you inspired me. Love, Akayla. Wow. Woo. She's here today. Come on down, Kayla Joseph. Come on down, young lady. My God. Wow! Hi, yes, girl. Yay! I love you. Yes, that's for you. Okay, that's all for you. Oh my goodness. I love you already. That story was powerful. That letter. It wasn't it powerful, y'all? Yeah. And informative. Impactful. But let me start this. Are you surprised?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I can tell your students have a good time with you as a teacher.
Of course.
First of all, let me say thank you for doing what you do.
Thank you.
We definitely need more teachers like you. What made you want to be a teacher?
So my inspiration for being a teacher really comes from within. I grew up with a single mom of 3. My mom worked really, really hard to provide us with everything we needed, but oftentimes there wasn't really much left for things that we wanted. But one thing my mom always instilled in us is the value of education. Unfortunately, in elementary school, I didn't have good teachers. I didn't have teachers that inspired me, made me want to come to school, but now I strive to be that teacher that I always needed, but never had. And I just work to instill what my mom instilled in me and others.
Beautiful. I know your mom is proud.
Yes.
What's your favorite thing about teaching?
Ooh, my favorite thing about teaching would have to be the relationships I get to build with my students. So I always joke around. My students always invite me to their birthday parties.
Yay.
And
I love that.
And it's funny because when I was a kid, when I would get invited to birthday parties, we could never go because we couldn't afford to buy people a gift. So it's like a full circle moment, but it just cracks me up because I'm like, dang, y'all spend 8 hours with me 5 days a week, and that's not enough. Like, y'all invite me, you want me to go to your parties, and you want to see me on the weekends and on breaks, and I'm just hoping that one day those party invitations turn into wedding invitations and graduation invitations and baby shower invitations. So
I love that.
Yes.
You with them for life is what you're saying.
Yes, of course. Everyone should remember their first grade teacher if they had a great first grade teacher, and I hope that my students remember me.
That gave me chills. Can you tell us about the school you teach at?
Yeah, so I teach at Winship Elementary School in Spring, Texas. Spring is right outside of Houston. It's a Title I school, so for those who don't know what Title I means, that means at least 40% of the students are economically disadvantaged. We're way above that threshold, and because of that, all of my students receive free breakfast and free lunch every single day, which is a blessing because that's 2 less meals that parents have to worry about.
Right.
My classroom is very, very diverse. I teach gifted and talented students, but I also teach emerging bilingual students, so I have students who barely speak English. Because of that, I do Spanish lessons every day on Duolingo because I don't want there to be any barriers between me and my students. Like, they're speaking Spanish, I'm gonna learn how to speak Spanish.
Yes.
You know, so
you better work.
Yeah. I also work with special needs students, so students with intellectual disabilities, cognitive disabilities. So very, very diverse classroom. It's like a huge melting pot, but I love it.
You're doing it, girl. Get into it. What are some of the unique things you do to help your students learn?
Oh, girl, I got a lot. So one of my favorite things that I do is I have a classroom monetary system. So my students earn classroom dollars. I call them Joseph Bucks. I'm slowly learning to incorporate my struggles into my success.
Wow.
So we struggle with money, but one thing that saved us is that my mom was really good at managing money, and she taught us how. So now I'm trying to teach my students how to manage money because there's adults who can't even manage money.
That is true.
So my students earn these Joseph Bucks for doing things like following directions, trying their best, being kind to others. On Friday, everyone gets paid. It's payday. There's no PTO, though. So if they don't come to school, they don't get paid. So it encourages to come to school.
Life and
Encourages them to come to school. So it's teaching them saving, spending, budgeting, counting, adding, subtracting. The list can go on, right?
Come on.
In addition to that, thank you. Oh, yes. And then they get to shop at my classroom store, which is called the Joseph Store. And they come spend their bucks, and when we're doing this transaction, we have a conversation. So how much does it cost? Okay, if you give me 10 and it costs 5, how much do I owe you? So we're going through these things, and I hope that it translates back into the real world for them.
That is
awesome. And I told you, I got a few. I take my students on virtual field trips. So when COVID happened, we were teaching online, and attendance and engagement was at an all-time low.
Wow.
So I started taking my students to all kinds of places, and on those days, I had the highest attendance and the highest engagement. So when we went back into school in person, I decided to take it even a step further. I do complete classroom transformations. I've taken my students to places like Disney World, Starbucks. I turned my whole room into a presidential campaign where I had 2 students running for president, all kinds of things, and now I'm proud to say that engagement and attendance is at an all-time high.
I guess you let us know what your classes are like.
Yeah, so my students want to come to school, and that's all I can ask for because I'm a first grade teacher. I set the foundations, you know.
Set the foundations. Oh my goodness. This is awesome. Will you stick around for a little bit?
Yes.
Okay, we'll be back with Miss Joseph. We're back with teacher Akayla Joseph. Okay, what do you want your students to take away from your classroom?
There's a lot of judgment in this world, and there's a lot of stigmas. People are going to judge them based on their skin color. They're going to judge them based on their socioeconomic status. But I want them to know when they leave my room that they can be anything they want to be in this world, and they will and they can overcome all adversity. My students have taught me to lead every day with love.
Yes.
And that's something I had to learn, you know?
Yeah.
They've taught me to listen to understand rather than to respond or to react because all behavior is a form of communication. And I hope that they take that and it translates into the real world for them.
Wow. You are truly meant to do what you do. How do you fund the things you do for your students?
So contrary to popular belief, people think since they pay tax dollars that it goes straight to teachers' pockets, but it doesn't. That is a myth. Some districts give stipends. Unfortunately, my district does not give us any stipends, so everything in my classroom beyond the classroom furniture comes from my pockets.
Wow.
I really believe in making sure that my students can see themselves in the classrooms, and that goes down to like the classroom library. Y'all, I did not know how expensive children's books were until I became a teacher, but that all comes from my pocket. I bought things, snacks, clothes, underwear, socks, you name it, I bought it. But I don't mind because my students deserve it. So.
They deserve it. Yes, they do. Oh my goodness. Well, we have a little something for you, and Lysol is dedicated to helping amazing teachers like you, okay? Their program Here for Healthy Schools provides resources and disinfecting products to Title I schools to reduce the spread of germs in the classroom. They heard all that you do and want to help your students thrive, so they're giving you $10,000.
Thank you so much.
We see the joy, we see your passion. What does this gift mean to you?
It means so much to me. My students mean the world to me. I don't have children of my own, but if it feels anything like this, I can't wait because I pray for my students every single day. And it's funny that it's lifelong because I had to have a talk with my students last week because they were coming to school sick. I would reach out to the parents and they would say, they wanted to come to school. I told them, let me keep you home, you're not feeling well. And they want to come to school every day and they want to learn and they want to see me, so this just means so much.
Aw. We need more teachers like you.
I cannot wait to go back and tell them, oh my gosh,
You can say hi to your babies right now.
Hi, I miss you. It's only been a day, but even then my students were like, when are you coming back? Are you coming back? I'm gonna be so sad when you leave, and I miss y'all, and everything that I do is for y'all. And as much as y'all learn from me every single day, I'm learning from y'all. You've taught me so much, and I cannot wait to see where you guys are gonna end up in life because I know it's gonna be great.
You got a great teacher. Thank you, Akayla, for being here. And thank you for all you do. You keep doing what you're doing. And also, thank you, Lysol.
Thank you.
Look what you did. We'll be right back. Anyone who knows me knows that I love my best friend, Walter. Yes, I do. Listen, I have a lot of nicknames for him. He's my Jolly Wally. He's my Fadunta-Dunt. And of course, he is my Wally Bean. Okay? So, I want to play a game inspired by my best friend. It is time for Who's Seen Wally Bean? I love this game and I love my friend. Okay, so here's how this is gonna work. We're gonna try to find Wally Bean in a crowded picture taken like all over the world, all right? So we're all gonna look for him together, but if you spot him right away, don't shout it out too fast because you wanna give your neighbor a chance to find him too. And then when I say go, we're all gonna point him out. Y'all can handle that? Yeah. Y'all ready? Yeah. I think I can spot my Wally anywhere. Okay, we gonna find out. Okay, here we go. Who's seen Wally Bean? Yup. Anybody? Here you go. Okay. That took me a minute. Oh goodness, that's my Wally Bean right there. Let's see another one. Uh-oh. Oh, this one's tough. What? Where is Walter at now? Right here? He getting better at hiding. Okay, y'all gotta speak up. Hold on. Oh, give me another one. I need to find my Wally. Okay. How am I supposed to find him in the middle of this? Wait, what you say? He everywhere. Let's try to find him one more. Now, who finna find Walter in this? Where is he now? And he be all over the place, just like this, y'all. Where is he? Y'all see him? I can't see him. Okay, we did it, y'all. We've seen Wally Bean. Woo. You know what? If only he could come back here so we could look him right on the side of his head. Because he made us work for that. Wally? Wally? everybody, now y'all get to see the real one, and I get to look him right on upside his head. You gonna wave at him, Wally? Thank y'all. We'll be right back. I couldn't find you, friend.
Good, I was behind the camera.
If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.